Welcome to the Pokemon Debrief from BravoActualTCG. I'm Keith, and this is where I give a straight read on Japanese Pokemon, what is moving, what is being overlooked, what I like, what I don't like, and what collectors should actually think about before spending money. Full disclosure, I do sell Japanese Pokemon product at BravoActualTCG.com, and I may stock some of the products I talk about, but the goal here is not to make every box sound like a must-buy. My rule is simple: collect what you like, be smart about value, and do not let hype make the decision for you. Today's field report is on Nihil Zero. And this is one of those sets that I think sits in an interesting spot. It's not the loudest Japanese Pokemon set, and doesn't have the same instant name recognition as something like, Team Rocket's Glory of Team Rocket, Inferno X, Terrestrial Festival, or some of the bigger chase-heavy releases. And honestly, that matters. Some sets sell themselves because the theme is obvious, the featured Pokemon are obvious, the hype is obvious. Nihil Zero is not really that kind of product. So the question is not, is everyone chasing this? The better question is, who is this actually for? So, looking at the 6-month chart, Nihil Zero is not a straight-up rocket ship. It looks like it's had early demand, sold off pretty hard, found a floor, then had another move up around May before pulling back into the high 70s. And as of filming, the TCG player market price is around $80, with the lowest listing showing around 63 or something like that. The 6-month snapshot shows a low sale of around $56 and a high of around $104, and over 2,000 boxes sold in that window. So to me, this does not look like a dead set. There is real sales activity here, but I also wouldn't call it scarce. There are still hundreds of boxes available on TCG Player, with multiple sellers competing, so this is not something I would panic buy just because the chart moved. That is why, I think Nihil Zero works better as a lower cost entry point than a hype play. At around the high 70s to $80 range as of filming, it is cheaper than a lot of the more popular Japanese sets right now. That can make it a pretty good entry point for someone who wants to get into Japanese Pokemon without jumping straight into the higher priced boxes. That could mean opening packs, that could mean chasing certain singles, or that could mean keeping a box sealed for the collection. So before I give my final call on the box, I want to look at some of the singles in the set, because if you're opening this product, the cards inside obviously matter. So let's see, we have some of my favorites. I'm not a fan of the mega ultra rare gold cards. I just think they're boring. I don't think there's a whole lot to them aside from their price points. The Meowth I like a lot. Let's see, the Mega Starmie I'm also a big fan of. I do like the Clefairy. And where is my... here we go. Mega Skarmory. I wish this got a little bit more love. Yeah, let me scroll down for you. I do like this card a lot. I'm a Skarmory guy, so... I mean, there's some nice artwork in this set. Talonflame, that's another nice card. I like that one a lot. But... where was I? So the point is not that these cards are guaranteed to go up in value. That's not what I'm saying. The point is that the singles help tell whether this set actually fits your taste. If you look through the card list and nothing really stands out to you, then opening a box probably does not make a ton of sense. So you might be better off skipping it or just buying the specific single that you want. But if you like the artwork, like the featured Pokemon, and would actually enjoy the polls, then the box makes more sense. That is where I think Nihil Zero gets interesting. It's not the loudest set, it's not the most hype set, but at around $80 a box, it can be a more affordable way to get into Japanese Pokemon. Whether you want to open packs, chase a few cards, or keep something sealed. But cheaper does not automatically mean better. Well, the question is still whether you actually like the set, the artwork, the featured Pokemon, and the cards inside. If you are opening, check the card list first and be realistic. Opening packs is still fun, but it's still a gamble. If you are chasing singles, sometimes buying the card you want outright makes way more sense than opening boxes and hoping. And if you're keeping products sealed and still want to ask whether this is a box you actually want in your collection, not just something you bought because it was less expensive, that is the honest part. Nihil Zero could be a good entry point, but I would not call it a blind buy. If you are brand new to Japanese Pokemon and you want a more affordable first box, this could make sense, especially if you like the set. Excuse me. If you're trying to pull specific cards, check the card list first and understand that nothing is guaranteed. If you are only chasing the biggest current demand, there are probably better options. But if you like Japanese Pokemon, want something more affordable, and do not need every product to be the most hyped thing on the market, Nihil Zero is, in my opinion, worth watching. And that is where I land on it. It's not a hype buy, it's not a must-have, it's more of an affordable entry point set. And that's not a bad thing, not at all. The mistake people make in this hobby is thinking every product has to be urgent. It does not. You do not need to buy every box, every set. You do not need to open every set or every box. You don't need to chase every card. And you definitely should not spend money you need somewhere else because someone online made something sound like a guaranteed play. Pokemon is a collectible. It can be fun to open. It can hold value. Some people collect singles, some people rip packs, some people keep sealed boxes, some people do a little bit of everything. I do not think there's anything wrong with any of that. It just has to be responsible. If you like the set, if it fits your collection, and if the price makes sense for your budget, then it can be a solid pickup. If you're only buying because you are afraid of missing out, I would slow down. So my call on Nihil Zero, for someone looking for a lower cost entry into Japanese Pokemon, consider it. For people who like opening packs, check the card list first. For singles collectors, compare the cost of the chase card against the cost of opening boxes. For sealed collectors, watch it as a quieter, more affordable box. For people who only want the most popular products right now, I would pass. So that is the debrief. Collect what you like. Know what you are buying. Do not let the hype spend your money for you. Bravo Actual, out.